Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about minors and cofactors of a determinant. Minor of an element Aij of a determinant is determinant obtained by deleting its ith row and jth column in which element Aij lies. Minor of an element Aij is denoted by Mij. It means the minor of an element of a determinant is obtained by deleting its row and column in which that element lies, and we get a small determinant, and the value of that determinant is the minor of the element. And now minor of an element of a determinant of order n must be greater or equal to 2 is a determinant of order n minus 1. If there is a determinant of order 3, then minor of its element will be a determinant of order 2, 1 less than order. Now another definition for cofactor of an element Aij, its denotation symbol is capital Aij, is denoted by Aij is equal to minus 1 power I plus j. Ij shows the rows and column. Minus 1 power I plus j Mij. Minor multiply the minor of that element. And using above definitions, we have to find the minors and cofactors of all elements of a determinant. Suppose there be a determinant of order 2 having element 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here M11 means first element of first row and first column. That means you have to find the minor of 1. First row and first column element is 1. So minor of 1 is equal to removing that row in which 1 lies and that column in which 1 lies. It means you have to remove row 1 and column 1. So removing row 1 and column 1, you get only number 4. So this will be the minor of 1, or you can say M11. Now minor of 1, 2. Minor 1, 2 means minor of the element which lie in first row and second column. First row and second column element is 2. So minor of 2 is equal to removing this row and this column in which that element lies. This element lies in first row and second column. So removing first row and second column, we get only 3. So a determinant having 3 has value 3. Similarly, M21 means the element of second row and first column, that is 3. So second row and first column element is 3. So minor is equal to removing second row and first column. Second row and first column, while you remove, you get only 2. So minor of 3 is equal to 2, or M21 is equal to 2. Also M22 means minor of second row, second column. In second row, second column, there is 4. So minor of 4 is equal to removing second row and second column, we get only 1. So minor of 4 is equal to 1. These are the minors of all 4 elements lie in the determinant. Now cofactor, you have to find cofactor. Cofactor are denoted by capital Aij as A11, capital A11, and by the definition of cofactor, cofactor of an element is equal to minus 1 power I plus j into minor of ij. Suppose we have to find cofactor of first row and first column element, that is capital A11. So we will write is equal to minus 1 power 1 plus 1. Here I plus j means 1 1. So 1 plus 1 into mij, minor m11, that is 4. So minus 1 power 2 into 4. Minus 1 power 2 means 1. 1 into 4 is 4. So cofactor A11 is equal to 4. Now cofactor A12. A12 means cofactor of first column, first row and second column element. So this is equal to minus 1 power 1 plus 2 into minor 1 2. So minus 1 power 3, that is minus 1, and m12 is already, that is 3. So result is minus 3. Similarly A21 is equal to minus 1 power 2 plus 1 minor into minor A21, that is minus 1 into m21 is 2. So minus 1 and minus 1 into 2 is, that is minus 2. Similarly, we can find cofactor A22, that is equal to minus 1 power 2 plus 2 into minor 2 2. So that is equal to minus 1 power 4, that will give you 1, and m22 is already 1, so 1 into 1, that is 2. Thus we can find minors and cofactors of elements of a determinant. Here important facts are some. The determinant value is obtained by sum of the product of element of any row or column with their corresponding cofactors. Means if we multiply the element of any row with their corresponding cofactors, we get the value of determinant. Determinant A is equal to A11, element of first row first column, and multiply capital A11, that is cofactor of that element, plus A12 means element of first row and second column, multiply the cofactor of it, plus A13 means element first row and third column, multiply A13, capital A13, that is cofactor of it. So a row is completed, hence this will give you the value of the determinant. Similarly, we can also use this in another row or any other column also. But keep in mind that determinant value is will be obtained by the sum of product of elements to its cofactors of any row and column. Second important fact is, if element of a row are multiplied with the cofactor of other row or column, then their sum is always 0. Means if we are taking element of first row and corresponding elements of corresponding cofactors of the element of second row, and if we multiply corresponding them, we get result 0. Suppose A11 is the element, but A21 is cofactor. It means we are taking A11 means first row first column element, and cofactor is second row first column element. It will be multiplied plus A12 means first row second column element is multiplied with cofactor second row second column element plus A13 element first row third column is multiplied with cofactor second row third column. Then row is completed, so result gives 0. It can be proved easily after finding cofactor as well as and their element and multiply them and get the sum, we get 0. Similarly, we are taking suppose element of first row and cofactors of third row and correspondingly multiplied and sum them, we get result 0. These two are two important facts. Now the exercise 4.4, we have to find minors and cofactors of the element of determinant. Here M11 means first row first column element, that is 1. Leaving this first row and first column, we get a small determinant 5112 and get the value of 5112 determinant. You get cross multiplying 5 to the 10 minus 1 1 the 1, you get 9. So minor of M11 is equal to 9 or minor of 1 is equal to 9. And similarly we can get M12. M12 means first row second column element, that is here 0, but minor will be leaving this row and this column, that is 3102. So we get 6 minus 0, that is 6. Similarly M13 minor of first row third column element. First row third column element, we delete first row and third column, we get a small determinant having elements 3 5 0 1, and after calculation we get the result 3 1 is 3 minus 5 0 0, 3 minus 0, that is 3. And similarly M21 is the element 3. Leaving this row and this column, we get a small determinant having elements 0 4 1 2. So finding value 200 minus 414, so we get 0 minus 4 gets minus 4. Similarly M22 means we have to leave second row and second column. If second row and second column is eliminated, we get element small determinant having elements 1 4 0 2. So after calculation we get value 2. Similarly M23 second row and third column will be eliminated, we get a small determinant containing element 1 0 0 1. So value is 1. Similarly M31 means third column third row first column element, that is leaving this third row and first column, you get a small determinant containing element 0 4 5 1. So after calculation you get result minus 20. Similar for M32 and M33 also. Thus we get all minors or minors of all the elements of the determinant. Now you have to find the cofactors. Cofactors are symbolized by capital Aij is equal to minus 1 I plus j Mij. It means we are taking Mij from above and minus 1 power I plus j row plus column will be multiplied with the minors. You will get the cofactors. Suppose we have to find A11 means first row cofactor of first row first column element. So it is equal to minus 1 power 1 plus 1 M11, and minus 1 power 1 plus 1, that is minus 1 power 2. So we get 1 into, and M11 is also 9. So 1 into 9, we get 9. And in this manner, we can find A12. A12 is minus 1 power 1 plus 2 into M12. So that is minus 1 power 3, that is minus 1, into AM12, that is from above we have 6. So it is minus 6. A13 will be equal to minus 1 power 1 plus 3 M13, and minus 1 power 1 plus 3, that is 1 minus 1 power 4, will give you plus 1, and M13 from above is 3. So 1 into 3, 3 is the cofactor. And in this manner we can get the cofactors of each element of the determinant. Now question number 3, using cofactors of element of second row and then evaluate. Here you have to find only the cofactor of second row. Cofactor of second row, here second row has first element A21. So capital A21 will give you its cofactor. So a cofactor A21 is equal to minus 1 power 2 plus 1, and it will be multiplied with the minor of this element, and minor of this element is the determinant obtaining this row and this column in which it lies. Here it is A21 means second row and first column element. So second row and first column is eliminated, then we get 3, 8, 2, 3. So 3, 8, 2, 3 is a small determinant you can get by cross multiplying the value of this. So from that minus 1 power 2 plus 1, that is minus 1 power 3, that will give you minus, and 3 3 is a 9, minus 2 8 is 16. So 9 minus 16, that is give you minus 7, and minus 7 give you 7. Similarly A22, because you have to find the cofactor of second row. So second row other element is A22, that is here 0, but its cofactor is equal to minus 1 power 2 plus 2, and leaving this row and this column means leaving second row and second column, determinant will be 5, 8, 1, 3. So that is minus 1 power 2 plus 2 means minus 1 power 4, that is even power of minus 1, it will give you plus. So 1 into 15 minus 8, that is 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. And other element is A23, that is here 1, but its cofactor is equal to A23 is equal to minus 1 power 2 plus 3, and determinant obtained by leaving the row and that column means leaving second row and third column. So we get a small determinant containing element 5, 3, 1, 2. So it is minus 1 power 5, that is minus 1 power odd number, so it will give you minus, and value of determinant 5 to the 10 minus 3 1 the 3. So you get minus 10 minus 3, so that is minus 7. And now how will you calculate the value? Value is obtained, determinant value is obtained by the sum of the element to its cofactor in complete row. So it will be A21 means element into capital A21 means its cofactor, plus A22 is the second element, and capital A22 is its cofactor, and plus A23 is the element, and capital A23 its cofactor. So row is completed. So find from the determinant A21. A21 means the element in second row and first column, that is here 2. From the determinant you get that is 2, and capital A21 is already calculated, that is 7. So it is 2 into 7 plus A22 is A22 means the element second row second column, that is from determinant you have 0. So 0 into capital A22 is 7. So 0 into 7 is plus, and the third element of second row is 1. So 1 into its cofactor. Its cofactor A23 is equal to minus 7. So 1 into minus 7. And calculating you get 14 minus 7, that is 7. So the determinant value of this determinant is equal to 7. Thus we can calculate the determinant value along any row and any column. Taking the element and its cofactor, multiply them, plus another element and its cofactor, multiply them, plus another element into its cofactor, multiply them, and summing all in a complete row or in complete column, you get the value of determinant. Now there is another point which is adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of matrix is obtained. First, we find the cofactor of each element of a determinant. Each cofactor of each element of determinant are obtained from our method, and replace the element by their cofactors. Means we get a new determinant where we replace the elements by its cofactors, and after that we transpose that obtained matrix, we get the adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of a matrix is obtained by replace each element of a matrix by its cofactor and then transpose it. This is the rule. Adjoint is possible only for square matrix because we are taking help of determinants, and determinant is possible for only for square matrix. So here small example you can see. Suppose there is a small matrix having A11, A12, A21, A22 as an element. This is matrix and square matrix. So we can get also the cofactors that are symbolized by capital Aij, and elements are denoted by small ij. So if we replace by this the element of this matrix by its cofactor, means capital A11, capital A12, capital 21 and capital A22, and then transpose it, means rows and columns interchange, then we get a matrix which will be called adjoint of the matrix. Here we have to transpose A11, A12, A21, A22. So we get A11, A21 and A12, A22. Transpose means row and columns are interchanged. Thus keep in mind, first we find the cofactor of each element and then get a determinant replacing each element by their cofactors, and third step is transpose that. Thus we can get the adjoint of the given matrix, and this method is for all square matrices. Now there are some theorems. If capital A be any given square matrix of order n, then A into adjoint A. अगर if A means matrix itself and adjoint A means a matrix obtained by above method, and if we multiply both is equal to adjoint A into A means commutative law holds is equal to AI. A adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to adjoint A into identity matrix. This is the theorem. We can easily prove this, but first we remember this. A into adjoint A will give you A into I. Now singular matrix. Another definition is for singular matrix. Singular matrix is called a square matrix if its determinant value is 0, because every square matrix has determinant value. So if the determinant value is 0, then we say that this is a square, this is a singular matrix. Here we see it from this example. The determinant value of this one, A, having element 1, 2, 4, 8. If we get the value of this determinant value of this matrix, you get 8 minus 8, 0. So it is singular matrix. Another definition for non-singular matrix, that is a square matrix A is said to be non-singular if its determinant value is not 0. If determinant value of any matrix is not 0, it is called non-singular. Here simple example is here. Having some elements 1, 2, 3, 4, we get the determinant value, that is minus 2, which is not 0. So we can say this is not singular. And now another theorem is, if A and B are non-singular matrices, then AB and BA are also non-singular matrices of same order. It is the theorem. And next theorem is, determinant value of AB is equal to determinant A into determinant B. Now another theorem, important part, if A is a square matrix of order n, then determinant adjoint A is equal to determinant A power n minus 1. This is very important theorem. Determinant adjoint A is equal to determinant A power n minus 1, where n is the order of given matrix. And this is also determinant A into adjoint A. Determinant A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A power n. Means if we multiply both sides of this by determinant A, then left hand side will be obtained as A determinant A into adjoint A is equal to, and right hand side will become determinant A power n. So keep in mind, if A is a square matrix of order n, then determinant adjoint A is equal to determinant A power n minus 1, where n is the order. Now another definition, a square matrix A is invertible. Invertible means its inverse exists if it is non-singular. It means a square matrix has its inverse if it is non-singular. Non-singular means its determinant value is non-zero. If determinant value is non-zero, then it is invertible, and inverse matrix is obtained by adjoint A divided by determinant value of A. This is the formula for finding inverse of A. In previous chapter matrices, we find inverse of a matrix using row transformation or column transformations. Those were the operations in matrices, but here we find the inverse of matrix using the help of determinants. So this is one application also of determinant. Now you have sub examples, solve, see them, understand them, note them, and some small questions from the exercise 4.4. So solve them. uh, okay students, you were given yesterday a small MCQ online test, and I hope that you have solved it. It is a very easy test, and online you may answer, and if there is any difficulty you may ask me. You can send the question and other query on my WhatsApp number, and do regularly each and every topic, read the introduction of the topics, and then apply them in the questions. Thank you. Have a nice day.